Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Myles. Today we're talking about UFC 252 fight predictions. We have the heavyweight championship of the world, the two baddest men on the planet, Stipe versus Daniel Cormier. And then we also got a stacked undercard from Sugar, Sean O'Malley, all the way to former champion Junior Dos Santos. I'm going to give you guys my picks on who's going to win and how, and let's get to it. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Myles Jury, and I fought a bunch of times in the UFC. Most recently I compete in Bellator, and I've been fighting my whole life. At this channel we talk a lot about fighting and money as well. Finance and fighting. Doesn't get much better than that. And you might be wondering right now why I have a black eye. Well, most recently this past weekend I had a fight in Bellator on Paramount Network, and I ended up coming away with a big win. But as you can see, I took a little damage in the eye, a little cut. So yeah, that's why I got the black eye. And today we're going to be talking about the huge card coming up, the UFC fight card. You have in one corner, you have Daniel Cormier. I mean, this guy has done it all, from Strikeforce champion all the way to fighting John Jones, winning a UFC light heavyweight title when he defeated Anthony Johnson. And then he moved up to heavyweight and he battled Stipe Miocic, and he ended up beating Stipe in their first fight. The fight that I thought Stipe was going to beat him. Daniel Cormier has been battling for years now. He's fought some of the best in the world, and he's won the most prestigious titles. His wrestling is top notch. He's strong. I mean, his Greco ability, his ability to pick people up, slam them, and his durability, man, make him super, super tough. Stipe, on the other hand, is the current UFC heavyweight champion. This guy's hard-nosed. He comes from Ohio, hard-working, blue-collar man. Stipe went on a tear when he got signed with the UFC. He defeated a lot of people, from former champions Fabricio Werdum to beating Francis Ngannou, who that dude right there is very scary. So, a win over him is very good. And he most recently beat Daniel Cormier in their rematch. So this, on paper, I see a lot of different scenarios happening with this fight, and you could honestly say each man could win this fight. And what's cool about this fight is the heavyweight division. This is like the baddest men on the planet. If we were back in the old days, the Viking days, this would be like the baddest Viking from the strongest tribe versus the other baddest Viking from the other's tribe. I mean, these guys are the best of the best, and the most prestigious title, that UFC heavyweight title. A lot of people are saying this is the best possible fighter. Whoever wins this fight is the best champion of the UFC heavyweight division ever. Now, my prediction for this fight is I think Stipe is going to beat Daniel Cormier. I think Stipe found some luck going to that body in their last fight. I think Stipe is going to move his feet. He's not going to be stuck there. He's got great boxing. He's going to hit that body, move, and he's going to defend against Daniel Cormier's takedowns. I see it being a very, very close fight and some good back and forth action, but I think Stipe is going to win either a decision or he's going to TKO Cormier in the later rounds, 4th or 5th. That's my prediction. The next fight we have the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Just go ahead. I'm going to need everybody out there watching the video just to get that first round knockout for the almighty YouTube algorithm. It really helps out the channel. So make sure just to drop a little elbow on that subscribe button and head kick that thumbs up button. Next up, we have Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. These guys are both super tough. Sugar, to me, is super exciting, man. He's always throwing spinny stuff. He's coming from throwing a right hand, faking, throwing an uppercut, spin kicks. His ability to be accurate and be a sniper, man, is super, super cool to watch. He's very athletic, got great jiu-jitsu. He's been on a tear recently. Undefeated. He's got 3 or 4 wins in the UFC, and this is a big step up for him with Marlon Vera. Marlon is super, super tough. He's got great Muay Thai, just tough as nails. A bunch of fights in the UFC. Trains with a great team, Perillo with his boxing, and I think Marlon's super, super confident in this fight as well. Both these guys, I know for sure, are not going to sit back and mess around. I think they're both going to look to get out there and see who wants it more. And that's what it's going to come down into this fight. Who wants it more? I think it's going to be back and forth, but I think Sugar is just going to be a little too much on the feet for him. That's where the fight's going to start, and I can see Sugar landing more accurate strikes and winning a decision. That's my prediction. I don't really see him finishing Marlon, but I do see him landing strikes, getting out of the way, dropping them, and kind of beating Marlon up. Now, with that being said, I still think it's going to be super entertaining, and Marlon's going to have some good opportunities in the fight. But at the end of the day, when that smoke clears, I think Suga's going to be standing there with his hand raised. Now, finally, we have Junior Dos Santos versus, I'm not even going to say this name because I'm going to butcher it. And every time, I know how you guys get when I butcher these names. Everybody pokes fun and makes fun of me. So I'm just going to call this guy Biggie. And Biggie, to me, my last experience of Biggie was when Francis Ngannou came out guns blazing. And it reminded me of a lion taking down a gazelle and just like taking it right out. That is my last experience of Biggie. Although that's just his last fight, he does have some great striking. He's super tough. He comes from an area where he's kind of the first guy to make it on the scene, so he's got a lot of people behind his back, and he's very motivated. And he's got some great wins in the UFC as well. Great striking, knocked out Alistair Overeem, and he's super, super tough. On the other side of the cage, though, you have Junior Dos Santos. Man, Junior's been around for a while, former UFC champion. Remember when he knocked out Kane? I was there personally when Kane and Dos Santos had their rematch. I fought on that UFC card, and dude, those guys like beat the crap out of each other. Like for 5 rounds. I mean, Dos Santos' face was just mangled. Kane and them they both just took months off of each other's lives. And that to me was just so impressive because it just shows the heart and the tenacity that Junior Dos Santos has. In this fight, I see it being a good striking match, and I see Biggie maybe having some good opportunities to beat up Junior a little bit. But I think Junior's boxing, his ability now that he's adding kicks, training at an American top team, I think that's going to give him some great advantages in this fight. I see him going out there, tagging up Biggie a little bit, and I see him eventually catching him with a kick, a punch, and TKOing Biggie. That's my prediction. Junior Dos Santos wins by TKO. So there you have it, guys. Those are my opinions and my predictions for UFC 252 in Las Vegas. I think it's going to be a sweet card. I think there's going to be a lot of great fights, and I'm excited for it. Let me know your opinions. Drop them down below. Maybe like this video, or let me know who you think is going to win. Do you agree with my picks? Do you think they absolutely stink, or what? I want to hear. Till next time.